Hi everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I'm Peter, and I'm joined with Tim,
Hello.
and we're going to talk about Ash versus Evil Dead, episode 9 of season 1. It is the penultimate episode. Season finals next week, and they don't give a shit because they aired an episode on the 26th, the day after Christmas, which is the Boxing Day here in the UK, but Americans won't know what that is, so I'll just say the day after Christmas.
It's a perfect, belated Christmas present. It's another
Yeah.
episode of this beautiful show.
And we got up to the cabin last week. Now, you weren't here last time, Tim, for the review,
Yes.
because you were actually in a cabin in the woods.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't find any Necronomicons. Um,
Unfortunately.
yeah.
That's the word you're going with, unfortunately.
I kept waiting for something horror movie related to happen. Like there was I don't know, I'd kind of be like, hey guys, I'm gonna go outside to get more firewood, and then kind of just look into the woods. But I wonder if I just walked a little, if someone will come, or I don't know. But unfortunately, nothing like that happened. But
When you stopped for gas, did you get like an old man being like, don't go up
uh,
there, it's evil, it's a death curse?
I wish nothing like that. Unfortunately, although that would be great. I would love. I bet there is probably someone somewhere that does that. But if you could just rent a cabin and have kind of a pre-produced horror movie experience, complete with
Ah,
old coot at the gas station.
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun. But so Ash went to the cabin last week, and the other guys all sort of joined him, and we got the death, of course, and full spoilers. Before I
Yeah.
say full spoilers for this episode, we're going to talk about, and obviously everything beforehand. We get the death of
Fisher.
Fisher, the cop, which caught me a little off guard. I mean, it makes sense to probably kill one of them off towards the end of the season,
Yeah.
but it just kind of happened very suddenly.
Especially the person that seemed like she was gearing up to be Ash's new girlfriend, possibly. Or at least
Yeah,
love interest.
yeah. All that was kind of weird, though. Actually, I don't know if that was gelling quite as well as
It seemed a little forced, but
yeah.
uh,
So this episode's got the aftermath of that, and I do want to say first off, it did seem a bit weird how they were cracking jokes while she was lying there impaled on the antler heads. Like they
yeah,
don't seem to. I mean, they mention that she's dead, but they don't seem to be even pausing
yeah.
to like
I mean, after everything they've been through, it's they kind of know the deal. They got to use humor to cope. They don't have time to mourn. And,
Oh, so Ash later on saying that he's going to have one last look at now he's setting stops, but it sounds like I'm going to have one last look at her tits before I cut her up.
yeah,
Cut her up. You know,
yeah.
he did say that later on. There was implied, like almost a little bit of necrophilia happening. Right, that was a thing in the show. Right, I'm not just making that up.
Well, I don't think he would have actually done anything, but he probably just wanted to get a nice little look and be like, oh yeah, yeah, oh, too bad.
Did you like how they sorted the classic? There's two Ashes. Which one's the real
Yeah,
one? Did you like how they solved that?
I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, the going back and forth. They had a
Yeah.
couple of funny lines with Pablo and Kelly.
Yeah,
I like,
the one I liked was is like, yeah, that was racist. Was it
yeah,
too subtle though? Was it subtle enough? And then after they figure it out, it's like, yeah, we know you're racist, but not against Asians. Well, no, of
yeah,
course not. They give good massages with those little hands.
yeah, that was funny. Although, for a while, I was actually expecting that that they did kill the real Ash, and that they're maybe he'd come back with the book or something.
Yeah,
Uh, I was expecting some type of twist like that, but it didn't happen. Um,
I did enjoy Ash cutting his doppelganger up to the
yeah,
sound of just the
just the
two of
two of
us.
us.
Yeah,
That was good, and it's weird to see this that actual songs in this show, because we never really had that before in the series, the movies.
Hmm.
Um, but I thought it definitely was a good gag.
Yeah. Um, there's a little bit more development with Pablo and Kelly. He found out she told the other girl that he had a girlfriend and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But the real main development was Lucy Lawless showing up and
Like a badass, she was flipping through
yeah,
the trees and
like a badass, and also dealing with Deadite Fisher, who's like
yeah,
causing havoc. And puts her hand in the heads of those two campers
Yeah, oh,
and
yeah,
uses them as mannequins. That was glorious.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, I was down for that. That was great. That was
Yeah,
really good fun.
that was good. I kind of like these like random campers, just because like as soon as they showed up, like you knew they were gonna be cannon fodder.
Yeah.
Like, like I love like, oh good, we'll get some kills this episode. Because you never know like what's, if they're gonna off like someone like Pablo or Kelly, like since they're main characters. But just having these random people show up, you're like, yeah, they're probably good as gone.
You never know though. That blonde one might stick around now.
That's true. They did do like probably. I'm really desensitized to a lot of gore from watching like so many horror movies, but they do the one thing that like still will always gross me out with her, where they
Show the
have
bone sticking out.
anytime like a bone like snaps and like comes out of the skin, it's like ugh, that makes me wince.
Doesn't bother me too much. Like I agree, it's stronger than a lot of the other stuff, but I don't. It doesn't bother me too much. It tends to be stuff cutting into the eye and things like that, or
Eyes are pretty bad, yeah.
cutting the back of the ankle. That hurt. That upsets me.
Yeah, that's a bad one too.
Yeah, that one gets me.
But yeah, that was pretty cool. And then the real meat of this episode though was this kind of like last little third act or whatever at the cabin. So the like where they're trying to do the ritual to get rid of the book.
Although before that, I did really enjoy Ash and Lucy Lawless's character sparring, like verbally sparring outside.
Yeah.
Actually, before we go, I do want to mention what the thing I liked the most in terms of humor in this episode was actually, I can't remember what Ash says, but he makes a pun about a city, right? And then Kelly, and then Kelly does it as well. She's like, "Oh yeah, Diami." Like she drops a couple of puns, and Oklahoma's the other one. I can't remember what she turns it into.
It's like Choklahoma.
Yeah, Choklahoma and Diami, right? And he's like, "Yeah, it's good, kid." And she's like, "I knew you'd like that one." And it's like, that was funny, and not because the puns weren't funny. The puns were terrible, but the fact that she's doing the Ash lines now is kind of cool and funny.
Yeah, it's kind of like goes back to like how they kind of like set her up as like in an earlier episode, like Ash like mentions like, "Oh, you're a lot like me," and she is like kind of like becoming like the younger female version of Ash.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I think one of the great things about the series is like the like obviously like Ash is Ash, like he's a known quantity. He's been great from the start, but I've like really grown to like Pablo and Kelly. Like I think they're really great characters.
Although I do have to say to them that it was quite clear that when Deadite Fisher puts those two campers in front of her to block the bullets, there's no point in wasting your entire fucking clip of ammo into it. Like, you're doing nothing. You're doing nothing with that. Absolutely nothing.
They still got a lot to learn, but they're getting there.
I just love when Lucy Lawless calls out Ash though. She's like, "Right, so you've had this thing for 30 years and they keep coming back." It's like, well, yeah. It's like calling him out on his stupidity. It's great. But yeah, final twist. He hands over the book, and as soon as she's like, "Oh, you have to hand it over to me now. You have to present it to me." I'm like, okay, she's evil. She's not a good character now. There's something. She's got a sinister motive here.
Yeah. So she's doing this like ritual. Before she even does that, though, Ash has to cut the face off of the book. And then it kind of just tosses that, and then like gives the book to her, and it's like you said. And then she starts like reading these incantations, and nothing good is gonna happen.
No. And she's like, "I wrote the book," and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is she the devil?
That's what I was wondering, if she's like someone who's like been around for like a long time, or if she's just like some maybe weird like satanic prophet, or someone that was into the dark arts. I mean,
well,
very interested to find out.
She did. We did see her like essentially die and come back, so she's certainly got some sort of immortal power or whatever.
Yeah. And they mentioned before, I think she was talking to a Deadite, they mentioned something about a deal or some type of deal that she had made.
She made a pact with the devil, maybe.
Yeah. But we'll definitely see. And then the So there's that, and then also the big um, thing where the face of the book attaches to Pablo.
Yeah, yeah. I'm assuming that'll get wrapped up quite easily next episode, though.
Well, I was actually like super nervous because I wasn't sure how many episodes there were, and I didn't know if this was a season finale. So I was like really worried. I was like, no, they can't end it here. I'm like, I'll go crazy. But then,
One more.
yeah. So I'm stoked though to see what's gonna happen this last episode.
Yeah, no. So that was another fun episode. I did think some of the reactions to Fisher's death were a little bit weird, but other than that, it was a good time. Um, so back with the next episode, the season finale of Ash vs Evil Dead. Next week on YouTube. If you listen to the audio version, it'll probably just be right after this, I imagine, because this won't actually go on the audio until we have another audio episode because we're on break for Christmas right now. But no, so that's Ash vs Evil Dead, season 1, episode 9.